Hey, Matt. So sorry we can't all be there in one place together to celebrate what a great run you've had with us here at Brown, and how lucky I feel that I was in the right place at the right time. It was about 1987. I was doing a little concert series at AS 220 using local band and a ringer, and my teacher, the great uh, player and teacher, Alan Dawson, was one of the ringers. And so I'm guessing my phone number was conveniently placed by his telephone when I was lucky enough that you thought to call him to see who could fill this spot to teach jazz on the drum set at Brown. And at that time, I was working for North Star Music, record label based originally in Providence and then down in East Greenwich, and playing gigs. I think I was playing with the Chili Brothers at that time, playing rock and roll and rhythm and blues, playing a little jazz on the side, and squeezing it all in could be challenging, but the kids were great. You were great. The other teachers were great. It was just a wonderful thing to be involved with. And after I'd been there for a short time, I got a call from you asking me what was I doing for lunch on this given day. Next thing I knew, I was sitting down with you and Toshiko Akiyoshi, and that was the beginning of a long stretch of very impressive personalities in the jazz world that I got to hear play, watch rehearse with the Brown Band, and then frequently go out and enjoy a cocktail and maybe a bite with everybody from, I got a list here so I wouldn't forget because there's been so many. Jimmy Heath, Gary Burton, Barry Harris, James Williams, our own George Masso, Dave Pietro, Kurt Rosenwinkel, Jim Doherty, who, along with George, we spent a night at the hotel that used to be the Masonic Temple in Providence, enjoyed a couple of drinks and heard some just unbelievable stories of their exploits, and that led me to sit down with George and get him to tell a little bit of his story, which we should still sit down and try and make something out of. And some of the up-and-coming women in jazz, Anat Cohen, Melissa Aldana, got to meet the great bassist Ray Drummond, and sadly, to spend just a few minutes while Eddie was leading the band with Wallace Roney, who unfortunately was a casualty of this virus that's causing us to be apart at this moment. And I also remember a couple of special occasions where I got to play with the Wind Symphony, a lovely concert with Mike Matheny, and another concert with the great David Amram, and then going back and hanging with Chuck Sherba and Consuelo at their place in Pawtucket. God rest his soul, the late Chuck Sherba. A lovely performance and a great hang afterwards. And also got to play the Tall Ships with you up in Boston, little group that you had put together for Fenton Hollander, and carrying my snare drum and cymbals and everything I'd need on the subway because there was no way to get a car into Boston when all that was going on, and playing with that small group, playing timpani and the water music and the fireworks music, and then playing a little jazz with the group that you put together. And I remember everything's cool, and then we swing around and the wind comes across and I'm playing the timpani with one hand and holding the music on the music stand as it's flapping in the breeze. So it has been a very special period of time. Got to hang many of those nights after those concerts with all those jazz greats, with Barry and Ray Drummond and with Jimmy Heath and Kurt Rosenwinkel and so many others. And we go out and, or even after combo concerts and concerts where there was no personality involved, we'd go out afterwards and enjoy, I would enjoy a Maker's Mark, a little bourbon, one of the places, the only places where we disagreed. You'd enjoy Oban maybe, or a Jameson. And as soon as things cool down and we can get together, I'm going to buy you a bottle of Oban, bring over a bottle of bourbon, and we're going to sit down and do this one last time. We'd planned to do it, course the cross of the season after one of the combo concerts that you would come to now that you've given up the reins, and never quite were able to make that happen. So a toast to my good friend and the man who's done so much for me over these many years here at Brown. It has been a special experience in my life for 30 plus years, and I wish you all the best. And it may be a little tricky getting back to Portugal, where I know you love to spend so much time. But once things cool down and you get back over there, maybe we'll come over and visit you there and share a glass of wine or something a little stronger, and some aquavit. I hear they like that over there. But God bless you. Thank you so much for everything. Enjoy your retirement. You will be sorely missed. And it became clear to me, and after interviewing the first of the candidates to take over your position, you were doing the work of at least two people, and they're big, big shoes to fill. We will miss you. Enjoy your retirement. Cheers. Mm-mm.